Season's greetings and welcome to another great matchup here at Mission Bay High School. UPSL SoCal South Premier Division action between Internacional and Rebels SC. This once again is a clash in the UPSL SoCal South. Internacional, your girlfriend's favorite soccer team. Besides me, man of the camera, we have the great and fantastic Abraham Cepeda.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing tonight, Tony?
This is going to turn into an NPR podcast, the way this is going. Thank you for coming in on a short notice, filling in for Chiva, who had a bit of a tumble. You've seen the graphic images online. He is okay for now.
For now.
Inter are coming into this season, a bit of a rocky season. Coach Matty Palpalatok making it before the whistle blows here. Beautiful day at Mission Bay High School, the home of Internacional. This is where they practice. Broadcast brought to you in part by San Diego.Futbol. Everything's soccer in San Diego. Go to sandiego.futbol.futbol. Not .com. That is .futbol. And you'll quickly get to see Abraham here. The UPSL crowd is one of our favorites. A capacity crowd here at Mission Bay High School. Not a soul more can fit. Sold out. The away fans, not so much. He's going to go ahead and travel all the way over to the right side. Inter. Good play over on the right flank. Looking for somebody in the middle. That's going to be a corner kick. Very early. Good action here for Internacional. We've been a little bit lacking in the offensive department.
You know, Tony, you love to see a corner kick early on. Just sets the tone.
Set pieces have been something that Inter have been okay on this season. It's a lot of areas of focus. We'll see if this pays dividends here.
When you have the height advantage, you got to take advantage of these set pieces. And Inter definitely have the height advantage today.
Goalkeeper Evan Stoll in net. Usually we do this live stream. Wi-Fi is not cooperating. Much like time is not cooperating for this corner. It's taking an eternity and a half. Evan Stoll's pops actually is a somebody who tunes in every single matchup from Michigan.
Shout out Michigan. Go Blue.
Shout out Michigan. Congratulations. This ball is going to travel a little bit too far for anybody to reach that. It's going to be SC Rebels. Rebels SC. Pelota. So continuing on, you got Neto, El Brasileiro, number 27, playing the left back. Daniel Strokis, one of the veteran super veteranos here of Inter. Number 22, Kaz Rubin, lineage of the Rubin family. His brother also played for Inter. And right back, we have Sage. Center mids, Jack Sandmeyer. That's a powerful name. Jack Sandmeyer with the number 28. Number 14, you got Zach. The Zach attack. Spencer in the 19. And we have Sandro playing on the left wing. Sandro pops right there. A French descendant. Has some Parlez-vous français in his bloodstream. Ian and then Luke DeJuke.
Compare him to?
I'd say like a Frank Ribery of the UPSL. You know, he's not as unpleasant to look at as Frank Ribery. Reminder, terrible accident. One of the greats. But sometimes his play on field, Sandro, gets a little bit heated. So sometimes his conduct is a little on the Frank Ribery side. As you will quickly notice, this broadcast goes off the rails absolutely immediately. This is why we love doing this. We've been doing commentary for 4 years now for San Diego Internacional. This is the 11th year in their existence. They were able to win the championship, not last season, but the season before that. Took all the way into the play-in tournament for the Open Cup. Si se ve, you're good. Corner kick goes in, gets cleared out. You see some passing, some space here. A little bit too much on that. SD Inter have had plenty of play styles. Last year and the season before that, the championship season was actually coached by Coach Keith Miller, famously owner and I believe former owner and new dad of the Hangar FC and all that good stuff. Bringing some interesting talent tactics that proved to be successful, winning the championship last season. Excuse me, 2 seasons ago. Last season, very interesting actually, another entity that runs some sort of soccer venue, East Lake Soccer League. The team won last year.
Beat San Diego Inter this year.
Absolutely. So if you're keeping up with SD Internacional and this season of the UPSL SoCal South, we'll take a look at the standings here in a bit. As we see, you love to see this. Just nothing but pals coming in, having a hang, watching some soccer.
Here's a chance for Rebels here.
Rebels moving in transition, but not a lot of space. Still maintaining possession of the ball. Looked like a cracking challenge, as they say, on the other side of the pond. Like Sandmeyer got the worst of that one. There right there is Sandro. Looking for space. There's time. There's 90 minutes at least. Currently in the 8th minute. Very early on. We see in the corner for SD Inter. Good turn here. Moving the ball around. Not being very selfish on any side of the pitch. See Kaz here. Robin. Getting the ball back immediately. And then losing. And then this is something that we see, Abraham, is that you really see the makeup of the play and just how things tend to break down rather immediately.
You can see the ideas there. They're slowly moving up the ball.
Yeah, it's the idea. And you know, this is what, you know, you and I are part of the 3 people that cover soccer in San Diego from the amateur level to the professional level. And it kind of really puts things into perspective at times. But also makes you appreciate the things that happen here in this division of soccer. You see the grit, you see the determination. So many players, you know, are paid to play. So many players here, you know, the champions, current reigning defending champions, East Lake Soccer League, have 2, not 1, 2 former San Diego Loyal players. One of them being the most high profile, one Jordan Chavez, Fresno Fuego legend, local boy Jordan Chavez. Ball's going to be SD Internacional. And what kind of car do you have, Abraham?
I drive a few things.
Oh. What's your main squeeze?
Right now, I've been rocking with Volkswagen Passat.
Well, whenever your Volkswagen Passat needs a smog check, go ahead and check out Smog Express here in Pacific Beach. As for Zurdo, Coach Alex Jr., and if something just happens to be wrong with your Passat, guess what? You're covered because PB European Imports can go ahead and take care of that. That's Papi Coach Alex, owner. You actually met him earlier. It's a sturdy man. Has run this club for 11 years, given so many opportunities. As Inter dispossessed here and look to counterattack. Here's a good ball by Luke, but goalkeeper is out. Very well done, but it comes right back to Rayleigh. Striker wearing the number 4. Yeah, and again, you see right there, the idea was there, the movement was there, but the pass just didn't connect necessarily as they would have wanted. And just give everybody an idea of where we're at. First place, East Lake Soccer League, reigning defending champions, holding on to that. Second place, City SC San Diego, Murrieta Soccer Academy in third. Escondido FC, formerly known as the Mayas, a revered team here in the city of San Diego. Inland Empire FC coming in and honestly putting a good whooping on a couple teams. SD Inter, one of them, literally coming from the Inland Empire to play here. It's a definite home field advantage for them, but to do it on the road is impressive. After that, there's a LA team, Ocelot, Los Angeles Academy. You know what an Ocelot is?
No. I don't.
An ocelot is a type of snow cat. It's almost like a lynx, bobcat type of family, but it's actually a little cuter. Ocelots. If you ever play Metal Gear Solid, one of the main villains is called Revolver Ocelot.
I think I remember seeing them in Minecraft, now that I think about it.
I think so. Shout out Minecraft. After Ocelot, you're going to find the opponents for SD Internacional, in 7th place. 10 points total. Only 1 point ahead of SD Internacional, who are in the 8th spot. Just a reminder for their friends at home, 1 through 6 make the playoffs. First 2 get a bye. So they're definitely going to go ahead and be playing catch-up to Ocelot, who has 11 points. So Albion SC, who was disbanded as a professional team in the NISA League after having mediocre success, fielded a UPSL team that is currently in 9th, but tied with points with SD Inter. Anybody can go ahead and capture that 6th spot, that last place. As here's a good play over on the right-hand side, the right wing that gets put to bed by the captain of Rebels SC. The speed of Ian there in the 19. Spencer. Luke Rayleigh looking for that one. And why not? Round it out. City SC has 2 teams in the UPSL. City SC Temecula in 10th. La Máquina FC in 11th. And FC Balboa in last with 2 points and a minus 22 goal differential.
Tough season there.
Tough season. But you know what? SD Inter had a couple seasons there that didn't look so promising, and they were able to bounce back. The beauty of this league is it's anybody's game. And eventually you're playing for a spot in the Open Cup, the most prestigious tournament in the United States, the oldest tournament, soccer-wise, in the world. That's going to be Luke Rayleigh going down. Going to be a free kick, a set piece for SD Inter. We're going to have another clear opportunity here. So off the cuff, Abraham, is it too far for a shot? You don't know a lot of these players, but you know soccer, right? Right.
Yes, this is too far for a shot. I think you have the opportunity to use some of your height there in the free kick opportunity. You got so many rushing players that you can trust that they can make this header here.
Danny and Kaz being a part of that. Got your speedy defenders waiting for any possibility of a counterattack. I think this is going to be a shot. Be very interesting to see what happens here. Up and stays up for a goal kick. And that ball has traveled into the Pacific Ocean, creating chaos in Pacific Beach. Goalkeeper has no one to help him. He's going to walk all the way there to retrieve the ball. And 4th official finally wakes up, slowly rolling the ball. Good job, 4th official. There looked like an opportunity. Inter pouncing on that, anticipating very well. Something that they're doing is recovering the ball, but they're not building on that recovery. It's a matter of building some plays, building some momentum for Inter. We're seeing the white and blue classic SD Inter look. Good interception in the midfield. Luke Rayleigh is able to get back on that. No foul. Rebels not able to get the space that they wanted. It's going to be an advantage call. Now a jersey pull, but play continues. Spencer.
That's where you need some patience there, Tony. I mean, you had players that were going to be coming in, making runs into the box, but just going for a shot right there, not the best idea.
Absolutely. You see the thumbs up of acknowledgement from Ian there, saying, you know what? Next time, my bad, guys. This is the first of the 3 final games of the regular season for SD Inter. As we see Ian once again now have a elbow in the back. Referee says no. Flag stays down, putting that pressure on. It's a Zach attack. Next one's going to be against Escondido FC. You've been following this league. SD Internacional Escondido FC. Un clásico. Here comes a chance. Ball is going to travel almost into the box. And Inter just showing that speed, showing that pressure. That looks to be a foul call. Just a small clip. Referee says that is enough. Mark that foul. Rebels. One of the few chances that they've had in that area, in that space. Currently, leading scorer is Luke the Juke Rayleigh, another classic veteran player for SD Inter. 2 seasons ago, actually, Abraham. Mark Benito, who was the leading striker, not just for the UPSL, not just for Inter. Here comes a ball for Evan Stoll, who controls it. Makes me nervous the way he controlled it, but it worked out. Not only was he the lead scorer for SD Internacional, not only was the lead scorer for the Premier SoCal UPSL division, he was the leading scorer of the entire nation for the UPSL. UPSL is I believe, the largest or one of the largest nationwide leagues for soccer in this huge nation, and he led that. Over 50 goals in that season. Part of the reason why they were so successful, able to win a championship to celebrate their 10th anniversary. In a pre-match, there was some good punditry happening in the stands and some predictions for this match. Were anything from a tie to 10 goals. Some even predicted 1 million.
I think it's safe to say this is going to be a low-scoring affair. Both teams have been playing each other pretty even, and I wouldn't expect anything above 4 goals.
As we see a cardiac play from your center back there. Very brave. Inside almost a small box. Here comes an opportunity now. Good play from Ian Garcia, laying it off to Jack. Back to Garcia. Garcia. What a good slide tackle there for another corner. Ian Garcia slicing and dicing that right side. Some disagreements from the Rebels teammates. Look at some heavy lethargic legs from the team in black.
You know what? Sometimes you need to have your teammates yelling at each other, especially when you're waiting for that corner kick. You really want your team to be solidified. And while they're yelling right now, I'm sure it's all love there.
It's a UPSL and anything can happen.
Anything can happen. That is right.
I've seen, what have we seen in the UPSL? We're reaching the 20th minute. We've seen a low-driven cross here, started by Rayleigh, looking for the other side of the box. Quería tirarle. Good control, good movement. That's going to be a foul against Sandro. Keeping his cool, looking for something quick. Ball didn't stop. Referee's going to be like, bring that back.
Fair call by the referee there.
Absolutely. I think if Sandro would have stopped the ball's momentum completely, that would have been allowed. Now, this one is going to be a little bit too long. We see Captain Brent Zuniga, former captain, not today, but Brent Zuniga wearing the warm-up kit. Right there's a good defender. Anything in the air, that guy's in there. Great legendary Brent Zuniga.
Number 2.
There you go.
Who's your favorite number 2 soccer player ever, Tony?
There was a kid I used to play with called Brian. Ese morro. Defensa, indoor and outdoor. Like, man, like that defined a number 2 for me.
Locally, I believe Abby Dahlkemper wears number 2 for San Diego Wave.
I wouldn't say that's my favorite.
I definitely agree.
Let's see. Let's look at this. Is there a list of good number 2s? Because I'm completely blanking on them. Cafu. Cafu was pretty cool. Actually, yeah, I'll give you Cafu.
There you go.
One of the most dynamic two-way players to ever grace a soccer pitch. Un Brasileiro. Cafu. Paula Maldini, another good one. This ball travels, and Matt Palpalatok, the coach, just putting his hand bravely there. Showing Evan Stoll how it's done. That was a dangerous play there.
You know, Tony, we've talked about what you would wear as a coach, and I gotta say, Coach Matt, looking solid today.
Looking solid, looking comfy, looking ready to lead this team into a victory. Something that they're desperately gonna need. That's gonna be a foul on Sandro right in front of the referee. Quick heads up play. Sandro looking a little bit uncomfortable there. The area that he was fouled in. This ball stays in, flag stays down. It's going to travel outside for a corner kick.
First corner kick we're seeing on the left side here.
Correct, as the referee goes, checks on Sandro, who maybe was asking for a little bit more than just a common foul. Showing the referee, me dolió, en francés.
Oui.
Corner right here. Looking for some sort of control, looking for some sort of shot, looking for some sort of something. But he still couldn't find what he was looking for. You too. Bono.
Favorite U2 song, Tony?
One. I think one. Just classic. Just the big hit, you know. I like one. I like the big hits. The name.
I'm a Sunday Bloody Sunday.
Sunday Bloody Sunday is a good one. That's not the one that was forced on us, right? Back in the day, there was an Apple.
No, definitely not.
That forcefully downloaded a U2 album for free onto your account.
Definitely wasn't one of those.
Vertigo's good. It's one of the newer ones that's, I think, is up there. Just some classic U2. Evan Stoll here. Putting the ball in the bread basket. See, these are things that I would never discuss with Chiba. Chiba has no idea who U2 is. Good play here. Ian Garcia. Doing what he does. 1-2. Toma, te la presto, acariciala. Putting it over to the other side. This is what Inter does well. If they could connect on these small plays and build on them, they're certainly a dangerous side. With lethal strikers like Luke the Juke Rayleigh. The fan base going absolutely wild for Inter. Clash of Clans in the center spot. You ever play Clash of Clans?
Yeah.
Never did. I knew I'd get addicted to it. The commercials looked annoying, but interesting.
I think that Holland is involved now.
Yes, he is. He has a character in Clash of Clans. I only know that because of the advertisements that I can't skip on YouTube. Haaland, proud sponsor of San Diego Punto Football.
I don't think so.
Haven't heard otherwise. Rubin. Back to Zach. Zach Darmanian. Cool little name there. That's Sage on the right side getting pushed off the field, but referee says play on. A slide. The passion of Luke Rayleigh looked to be a little bit inspired from what had just happened with his teammate. Right now, I definitely say that Inter is the bigger team, the stronger team, the team that's shown a little bit more offense. But it only takes a small lapse in judgment for that all to change. Rebels going to be playing the patient long game. Inter looking to have success here on the right side. And just as I say that, they give up the ball immediately to the opponents, who gets triple teamed. This ball gets punteada.
Can't say I've heard that phrase before.
Punteada?
No.
Cuando la puntas, when you just poke it out.
Oh, there you go.
It's weird.
So, yeah, I'm just a defender that doesn't just tap it out. I make sure to clear it.
Oh, make sure to clear it. I like that. My type of defender. Sometimes you just need, that's all you need, though. Una punteadita. It's weird. I almost exclusively used to speak soccer in Spanish. Rather recently, where I've like the terms and like I don't know. Soccer in English is interesting. Jockey for position. Like, okay.
And we have different types of English, too. I mean, there's American English. There's proper England English.
So it's like, which one do you learn? Because, like, the American broadcast is, like, football football announcers. Joe Buck, here comes a shot. I believe it was one of the first attempts from either team.
Great back heel there.
Ball movement seems to be good for SD Inter. They just haven't been able to be concrete in the attacking third. Shout out attacking third.
Nice podcast. I've listened to it before.
Shout out to the women's game. NWSL action yesterday. Abraham, you were there.
Yes, I was.
How does that say to compare to what you're seeing here?
You know, it feels like one of these teams is actually going to score, which it did not feel like yesterday. So this is kind of nice to watch.
I do appreciate that honesty. Here comes an opportunity for Sandro dancing around somebody, but a little bit too much in order to complete la regateada. One of my favorite features of this arena, of this stadium, is the big old bird's nest on top of that light.
Ooh. What kind of bird do you think it is?
I believe it's some sort of falcon, hawk, perhaps. It's been building it for years, and I don't know if you remember. There was a couple months ago. There was super high winds that got destroyed. Some say it was a never forget moment for the bird, and never forgot because the bird is back, healthy and stronger than ever. Goalkeeper doing his best Neuer impersonation. Comes a shot from way downtown. That just bounces outside.
It's a great idea. Just a bit unlucky there.
A little bit too much air. Too many PSI. Get some Tom Brady action out here. Deflate those balls. But again, knocking on that door, SD Inter, who are now coming up to the 30th minute of the first half. It's going to be an offsides. Flag goes up. First offsides.
Fair call by the referee there.
That just means offsides means offense. Little chitter chatter on the field. Fans defending. A collision here. No one's fault. It looked and sounded more painful than it was. Expertly won in between two players. Inter trying to use that momentum. Luke the Juke gets the ball. Slid tackled right beneath him. She got away with the kick there. Comes an opportunity. Ian Garcia doing his anti-Robin impression, a shot that gets deflected with a slide tackle. Inter maintaining possession. This ball's going to get cleared out. Great job finding a little bit of more space, making space. Sandro trying to go past his defender.
You know, you talk about the NWSL reminded me of something last night, Tony.
Oh, yeah?
You know, who happened to be the head referee for the Way versus Angels League match last night?
Who was that? Was he an offsides here? Who was it?
Elton Garcia. Do you remember that name?
Did he play referee some loyal games?
Yes, he did.
A loyal game?
A very famous loyal game.
A very
I don't know if you
famous
remember which one.
game that was walked out of?
No, not that one.
Famous 5-2 loss. LA Galaxy. A couple of red cards. Oakland Roots.
Oakland Roots.
Oakland
couple red
Roots.
cards.
Couple red cards. Cost San Diego its probable only championship opportunity.
Thomas Among, Alejandro Guido, Grant Stoneman all got red cards in that match. Probably the best opportunity for them to win the championship. As Rebels take a chance here. Ooh, great shot.
So about
Deflected.
Deflected by the own player there. Looking over to Rebels SC and just looking at how diverse their scoring and the prolific nature of their offense, as we see two Inter players consuming the ball. Garcia needs to learn that solid matter cannot be passed through. Flag goes up. Another offsides. Brandon Cortez with 5 goals for Rebels. Juan M. Mahicha Bustos with 2, and everybody else has 2 or 1. So, team effort. A team. They have 4 games in hand, including this. 3 games in hand, 4 including this one. So, tough road. Playing Ocelot. They still play Balboa, who might have an inspired day. Albion and Ocelot. So,
Do you support Albion, Tony?
no. I do not support Albion. Thank you for asking. Yeah. Big point of contention. Supporter culture here is the through ball doesn't make it. What a save. Stellar save. Hero of the day.
If I were to give my hero today, it would be the bounce on that shot earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. Player of the match so far, the Turf. Saving Rebels SC a 1-0 deficit.
Just to be clear, it's 0-0 still.
Absolutely. Absolutely, positively, this ball in a cagey situation. And it really does feel that Inter need to get some sort of reward for being the better team in the first half. Going to the half. What's that, donut hole? Well, not necessarily a donut hole. The donut without the hole. favorite donut?
Oh, I was about to ask
Wow.
you that
See,
question.
this connection.
Maple bar.
This
Maple
is,
bar
you know
there.
what? Maple bar. Barely a donut. Eclair. More of an eclair.
What kind of eclair?
No, I'm just saying, like, it's more of an eclair.
Oh.
Like, it's the donut should be a separate category.
Eclair's different, I would say.
As the keeper asks and yells for this ball, only for it to pass by. For a goal kick. Apple fritters. Is that a donut?
It's more of a fritter, but sure. I think they're all classified. If you can find it at a donut shop, then it's a donut.
So it should be classified. So it's a malclassification. It should be classified as a bakery instead of a donut shop.
Okay.
By that logic.
What would you call pan dulce donuts?
Pan dulce,
Technically, it's a bakery.
pan dulce is not donuts, actually.
Well,
Exciting.
by your logic.
Well, by my logic, is one thing. By the law's logic, a burrito is technically a sandwich in the eyes of the law. I don't know if you saw that. In Iowa, a judge decided that and decreed that a taco is a sandwich, a Mexican-style sandwich, but a sandwich nonetheless. I think that puts to rest the whole hot dog being a sandwich debate as, yes, it is indeed a sandwich. Good clearance here. Saw the...
Every state's different. California doesn't have to listen to Iowa.
They do not.
As Rebels have a chance here to throw in.
A couple weeks ago, we actually saw, I forget which team, but just have an absolute weapon of an individual who could put the ball inside of the box from the 30-yard line on the football side. It was one of the and it was a consistent thing. Every single throw-in was a guaranteed corner. They actually scored from one of those opportunities. A true Ivanovic, you remember that Chelsea player who used to have that long throw-in as well. Couple dings here. Rebels maintain possession of the ball. Seems like it's 2 of them and 5 of Inter. And that's going to be classified as a foul in favor of este Internacional. Internacional. Ding. Exactly. You ever listen to a game on the radio? In like a Mexican radio? Like an actual broadcast of a match? They have
Soccer, I can't say I have. I've definitely listened to some Spanish baseball. Shout out Eduardo Ortega. But
Yep. It's exactly like that. Just soccer. And so like, ese corner kick, ese tiro de esquina patrocinado por Roche France and all that stuff. And then they have little jingles for everything. It's actually really interactive. I really enjoy it. AM radio.
you have a favorite soccer broadcaster, Tony?
I think it's classic. Just some classic Martinoli. As again, we hear the words being spoken by the players to each other on the Rebels SC side. So far, so good, right? I mean, you mentioned it earlier. Like, if it's working, it's working. It's all love. Still a 0 on the score sheet as referee's going to intervene here. Some yippity yap. Some pushing, some shoving. Some words being had. Hello. ¿Tú qué haces? Sí. Tú. Yo no fui, says the goalkeeper. It wasn't me. 2 balls to the mic. Technologies. San Diego Punto Football. Every Monday. Except this Monday. It's going to be on Tuesday because of Memorial Day. Corner kick goes into the box. Reaches absolutely no one. Somebody said no shot from there. Very, very cautious defense from Rebels. It's clearly paid dividends. I would have not thought a shot was possible from there, but very well scouted from the Rebels team.
I've seen a shot made from that distance before, even in the NWSL semifinals last year.
You know what? I stand corrected.
You never know.
Great scouting as Rebels SC. Watching NWSL action for their defensive tactics. Clearly, Rebels SC doing their best NWSL San Diego Wave impression with their offensive tactics so far in the first half.
I disagree. we've not seen a lot of building from the back.
Absolutely. You're right there. This could have almost been a good through ball. As we see the midfield start to break down for both teams. Garcia fighting for his life, getting pulled, getting tugged, getting kicked. The ball gets kicked away. That's going to be a yellow card, or at least a little talk going into the halftime. Seems like the referee forgot his yellow card at home. We'll see if it makes an appearance later on as a player injured down for Rebels. You know, for years we've been doing this, and this is the first game that we've seen zoom action from that camera. Jiva always refuses to do it. I think you just won the job. Unless Coach Alex would like to, hook it up for a third. I've had my girlfriend. Chivas had his girlfriend here. Now it can be a party in the broadcast booth here at Mission Bay High School, where the weather is a cool, chilly.
Cool chili what?
No, it's just cool chilly. Like that, like it's chill like that officially. It's chilly degrees. Okay. Celsius. Celsius, by the way. Yeah. Internacional, like it's the Internacional. As Brent Zuniga just stalks the bench, probably getting some info, some intel. Getting a better vantage point. Not used to being on the bench. Here comes a shot. It's going to turn into another corner.
Just before halftime, you would really love something here.
Absolutely. You're going to go in. If you're Rebels SC and you say, hey, we weathered this storm. We didn't get a single goal scored in the first half. Let's look for a counterattacking action here in the second half. They can start early with a 1-0 and then revert back to these same tactics that rewarded a 0-0 performance. Cross goes in. Nobody asked for it. Nobody wants it. Everybody just looks at it as it gets saved and passed, and an opportunity for a counterattack. Good dispossession there, but referee says that is a foul. I can see how that could be a foul. I can also see how it could not be a foul. Player who passes it immediately saying man on, meaning that he put his teammate in a precarious situation. As we continue to see the midfield for both teams not be able to put any solid concrete strings of play or passing. Just like that. If you're a fan of possession, this is also not the game for you.
I'd give the possession advantage to ST Inter today, but definitely been going a bit back and forth.
Absolutely. Maybe channeling some of that Barcelona DNA, some tiki-taka. There's a lot of tiki, but not a lot of taka. As they try to do just that. Looking over for the left-hand side. The right side's getting a little bit of a rest. Here comes a cross inside of the box. And that's going to travel outside. Referee says goal kick. A beautiful opportunity right in front of goal to put that foot through the ball to connect. Pero no se pudo. As you hear the bird also disagree with that play. Rebels not being able to get out of their own defense. Here comes an opportunity. Flag stays down. It's going to be a shot and a block. Hands to the head. It's going to be a corner kick. This is going to be one of their last opportunities in the first half for Inter to change that 0 into a 1. Coach for Rebels explaining what to do and what not to do to his game changers. Coach Manny Paltalk having a laugh with his bench as this ball travels inside of the box to the one person that's triple blocked. Header outside. Goal kick. This goal kick is brought to you in part by SeaWorld. Depending how you feel about it, SeaWorld.
You know, we are close to SeaWorld, but can't say I've been in recent years since reading some news about how they treat their animals.
Well, have you read how the orcas have treated their trainers historically? I don't know, man.
Well, when you keep an orca in a tank for long enough, kind of asking for it.
We'll agree to disagree. No. Free the orcas, free the whales.
Well, at this point, you can't even free them because they've lived in captivity so long they would.
Please don't
disrupt
free the
ecosystem.
whales. Keep them locked up, as Rebels has been able to keep Este Inter and vice versa. So far, going to the second minute of overtime, referee looks at one of his 2 watches. Very professional crew tonight. Sandro not able to get that ball across the middle.
Huge opportunity for Rebels here.
This would be such a blemish if Rebels are able to get themselves on the scoreboard. But what a play. What a good defensive tandem. Garnering the claps and adulations from the crowd. Again, capacity crowd. This near camera is absolutely packed, jam-packed. A little bit too much on that from Kaz Rubin. And the referee blows
Blows the whistle.
for the first half to end 0-0. Your girlfriend's favorite soccer team, Este Internacional 0, Rebels SC 0. We'll be right back with the second half action. as we return for the second half. 0-0 here at Mission Bay High School. UPSO SoCal South action. SD Internacional versus Rebels SC. Mission Bay team versus the Chula Vista team. Central San Diego versus the South Bay. The 7 and 8 action. Very much a playoff game type feel. This can certainly change and turn the tides of a team season with a victory today. It's going to be a foul called on SD Internacional. It's going to be a card. Clearly, the referee found his cards during halftime immediately with a yellow.
Setting the tone early there, Tony.
I do believe so. You hear that? That is the voice, not of Chiva, Alejandro Chiva Villaseñor, who is currently out of ICU, feeling a lot better after a little tumble him and his vehicle took. All good.
Few tumbles, actually.
Few of them. Absolute total loss of the vehicle. So we have the great, powerful Abraham Cepeda, writer, contributor extraordinaire for San Diego Punto Futbol, which is what this is powered by. So far in the last couple seconds, we've seen some of the best action from Rebels so far. As we see a counterattacking opportunity here for SD Internacional, looking for a shot, looking to cross it. Still a chance inside of the box. Nobody there to retrieve it. Here comes a shot. Powerful, that goes up and over for a goal kick. This game is starting with a lightning pace.
It's a fun start to the first half. Second half, Tony.
Absolutely, positively. Looks like somebody put some fuel in that gas tank. Gas tank, very important part of a car. A car can break down. If you have a car that broke down, take it to PB European Imports down here in Pacific Beach. I fixed up my Kia Optima after the Kia boys got to it. Here's an opportunity for Rebels. Rebels looking dangerous, putting numbers up front, looking to get a cross in. Now dribbling inside of the box, trying to save a corner kick successfully. SD Inter is going to go ahead now, try to look to clear this ball from a dangerous area. And playing cool, calm, collected. Couple passes here, couple passes there. If only they can do that in the last third, that'd be very beneficial for the score sheet as they lose it. Lapse of judgment, a mistake, mental error. Ball's going to travel, though, over to goalkeeper in the red. Number something. Evan Stoll, number 1. No. He usually wears 99 or some, like, wacky number. Is he wearing one today? We'll check. Hopefully we don't have to, because that means he's turned around, probably picking up a ball from inside of his net. That's nothing the sorts of what we want to see here. Shout out to Alex El Zurdo, walking in, one of the founding members of this team. Sending his thoughts and prayers over to Chio Villaseñor, who, from what I've been told, is not a good driver.
That's not fair.
Tell that to his 2 former Hyundai Elantras. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. It's like Good Kid Mad City, just Good Kid Mad Chiva. It only works because he's alive.
Much love to Chiva.
Much love. Heck yeah. No, I'll give it to him. Pobrecito. ¿Todo bien? ¿La van a seguir? Breaking news here. We have Mark Benito coming in as a substitute. We talked about him actually earlier on in his record and fantastic run a couple seasons ago, championship season for Internacional, back on the field. This is absolutely incredible news. Wow.
You love to see that as a substitute too.
I can't believe it. That is because I saw his name actually on the roster. I'm like, oh, there's a mistake there. Like, he's not there. And I saw his name online on the roster. I was like, no way. Okay. All right. That's not a move done by Coach Alex. That's a Ejecutivo Alex. That's a Ejecutivo Zurdo. The Macias, the powerhouse, coming together. PB European Imports and Smog Express, putting the money where their mouth is, bringing back talent, A1 talent. That's awesome. So far here in the second half, some good play from Inter. Good back and forths. A lot of what we saw in the first half. A lot of great ideas, some build-up play. But eventually, the team needs to go ahead and do that in the last third and just hasn't been successful in that area. So far, Rebels has had their couple of opportunities that they also didn't take advantage of. But you can't get overconfident. Abe, what are you seeing out there from Inter that needs to get better?
like you said, making those final chances. I mean, here's a chance here, and it's gonna get kicked out by the goalkeeper. But I think these ideas are good. You got to test the defense.
Goalkeeper doing his best Kalen Sheridan impression, just not confident in his leg work, I guess. His footwork needs some polishing. Decided to go and cover the ball in a dangerous, dangerous area. You wrote down who came in, right?
Yeah. 8 and 10.
Oh, he's on it. I'm firing Chiva, by the way. Like, he's on it. Like, it's just forget that guy even existed. So yeah, that was Sandro coming out for Mark Benito Cruz, and Zach coming out for number 13. ¿Quién es el 13? ¿Quién es el 13? Ya sé. Need a. That's always been my suggestion. Everybody get their own jersey, their own number. Pay for it, guys. It's truly a urgent game to win for SD Inter's hopes of getting into the playoffs, as it's going to be a no call, no foul, no embellishment either. A little bit too much space. Flag goes up. Ball for Rebels for a throw-in. It's taken rather quickly. SD Inter taking a little bit to put to pressure, taking their time. But it's all good. It paid off. Now looking for the transition ball. There he is. Mark Benito. With a shot from outside. I believe that's going to be the third shot of the match. Together, combined with all teams. All teams, meaning two teams. It's a goal kick, but it's good to see that. Good to see Mark Benito Cruz. San Diego Punto Fútbol exclusive. First, Irving El Chucky Lozano to SDFC. Now, Mark Benito Cruz. Back at your girlfriend's favorite soccer team, SD Internacional.
Your mom's favorite soccer team, too?
Your mom's favorite soccer team. I think that's those are fighting words. As a big is given out from the Rebels SC player. No call for a foul. I would have given it. Player remains on the field. Could have potentially been a good back and forth. Referee finally says, you know what? Player health is not first, not second, probably third. As there's plenty of substitution options. As we see our competition there in the green, not the referee, that little camera. All the latest technology. See the prolific Sol Griffin stretching out. Stretching out los muslos. Coach Paltalk has had enough of that bag in his way. And it looks like this is going to return over to Rebels, who's going to go ahead and restart play. goalkeeper. Somebody said nobody. This is going to be a ball for Este Inter, who have been the more dominant team this entire time. Would fool me if I looked at the scoreline, but that's the nature of soccer sometimes. For sure. Yeah. See you, man. Yeah, I'll let them know. Playoffs. Yeah, no, you playoffs. That's all I'm going to say. Playoffs. That's El Hijo of the guy. That guy's the one that has a smoke shop. Yeah. Here's an opportunity. That's the Internacional. We had a royalty grace the media commentary booth. Getting a door and great through ball. Here comes an opportunity and another good block by the Rebels SC goalkeeper, who may have stopped and blocked that shot with some noble areas. We wish the best for him and his family lineage. Getting the wind knocked out of him, referee. Says, no, trust me, I've been there. A couple hops in, making sure everything's in place for this Este Internacional corner kick. Beautiful San Diego skyline. This ball's going to travel inside of the box, and it's going to be a header for a goal. SD Internacional break the tie, the deadlock in the 64th minute. Finally getting rewarded after so many headers, so many corner kicks with a header. If we had instant replay, we'd replay that right now. Sorry.
From that first moment, I told you, Tony, corner kicks are where this team needs to make the money, and they did that. You know, you have so many corner kicks over time, you wear the other team down, and then eventually get a shot like that. Just great header by Inter there. That's
what you love to see, and now a matter of being able to get it done on the other side of the ball on the defensive side, not let our inspired Rebels team get one back, because as you're going to go back into square one, they get themselves a corner kick now. Some of the most offense that we've seen from Rebels at Chula Vista side. Sensing some urgency. Crowd absolutely went bonkers. This bleacher side is clearly earthquake, Richter scale tested. This ball's going to travel inside of the box, cleared with a header, and now cleared. An attempt at a control for Rebels that ends up giving the ball away. A clash, no foul. Here comes Rebels. Looking dangerous there. Good, smart clearance. It's going to be a throw-in for the Chula Vista side. Almost didn't notice that throw-in because it led to absolutely nothing. Goal kick. Este Inter.
And we have a substitution getting ready to come on here.
Número 18. Coach Matt Paltalk has decided it's time for a change.
I believe Número 18, lawyer, as in attorney.
That is absolutely his name. I had a double take on that, and it is confirmed. First name is Lawyer. Now, I'm all good for a good coinky-dink. I really hope his career path is one that was given to him. Because him outside of any other profession would be weird. And here comes the chance. A one-on-one opportunity. The Internacional can make it 2. Here's 1. Here's 2. So close. Flag goes up and the ball goes in. Mark Benito Cruz saving that one. Cutting it back. Internacional 2. Rebels SC 1. Immediate impact from the substitutions, the game changers.
And at this point, you feel like SD Inter's going to start pouring it on. Rebels are looking a little frustrated out there, Just right now, body language is not looking great.
Goalkeeper displeased with a potential non-call. Screams all around for Rebels SC. We've seen the screams head the direction of their own teammates. Now a Zidane-esque roulette that somehow worked, getting through 3 players from Rebels SC, trying to get a goal back. Gets stopped. This forest of legs says puts a halt to that. Here comes the ball. Cruz is gonna be advantage, but then the referee says no, bring it back. Here's a yellow card. I forgot. I had these. I left them inside of the locker room at halftime. Let me show you how yellow my card can be. Yellow card. This yellow card's brought to you in part by bananas. Great source of potassium. Bananas are there where you need them. Top 5 fruits of 2024.
Plátanos.
El plátano. Inter jugando con los plátanos machos today. Seems like they have hit a different gear, putting the pressure on, putting the pedal to the metal. Aerial coverage is brought to you in part by the San Diego Sheriff's Office. As this ball travels aerially over to Cruz. Here comes an opportunity inside of the box. This could be a third one. A shot that travels a little bit too far off and out. Goal kick. Rebels SC coming up to the 69th minute.
Nice.
The best 10 minutes of SD Inter. Maybe even the season. And what a time to peak. Current RSL assistant coach, former San Diego Loyal head coach, Nate Miller used to always say, it's all about when you peak. If you're asking me, SD Inter said, call me Bad Bunny. Estoy en mi peak. That's what they said, not me.
When did you hit your peak, Tony?
15. Goalkeeping prime, peak, 15, 16. The dreams are big. The injuries were still non-existent, actually. I never got an injury until after I started playing. After I stopped playing competitively. I never once got an injury. As this ball itself looks like it's injured, anemic in its direction. Throw in. San Diego Internacional.
Just to come back for something we said earlier. Goalkeeper, Evan Stoll, wearing number 1.
Absolutely. The great eyes, the great vision of the non-keratoconus having Abraham Cepeda.
On what having?
Keratoconus is the disease that I have in my eyes. Like this is a legit thing. I'm virtually blind on my right eye. My brain only uses my left eye to process. So whenever I'm at Snapdragon and I'm like, who's that? And glasses can't fix it. There's no treatment for it. The only option is a corneal transplant, which,
I can use some corn right now.
Oh, I love that from you. Corn was actually the sponsor of that last goal kick. Like corn in a cup. Esquite, elote. Do you like in a cup, little juguito?
I prefer to eat it just off the cob.
Ooh.
I like it in a cup. I'll eat it in a cup, but I prefer to get my face a little dirty.
Ooh, get in there. Chile?
Of course.
Mayonnaise.
Not too much, though.
Okay. Mayonesa? Mantequilla?
Yes.
All right. I like. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Abraham. Mark. Is the sound of Mark's teammates as they ask for a ball. Here comes another opportunity. Goalkeeper comes out. He's out of position. This is going to be 3. What a stop. What a save from the Rebels players. Gets kicked now. Point blank. A second great defensive effort. Really should have been 3-0 there for SD Inter in the 72nd minute.
Great goalkeeping there, though. Making 2 saves there. Just coming back, especially on that second one. It's very hard to make.
They'll be coming around the mountain as they come. Goalkeeper was right around the mountain. Inter should have definitely taken advantage of that, but what an exciting couple of minutes. As number 2, Brent Zuniga is coming on. Number 2, probably one of my favorite number 2 players, as we were mentioning earlier. Brent Zuniga, who for a whole season I called Curtis for some reason.
Favorite Curtis?
Jackson. 50 Cent. Curtis Jackson.
There you go.
It's going to be a foul here against SD Inter. Ball for Rebels. As some Templars are starting to flare a little bit. So it makes this match interesting here at Mission Bay High School.
Part of the game. Beautiful part of the game. You got to have it.
Here at Mission Bay High School, Mission Bay Stadium, Mission Bay Coliseum, where the weather has gone from, what did I say earlier? Chilly.
Cool chili.
Cool chilly degrees to a nippy, I'd say. Nippy 61 degrees to be exact, 61 degrees Fahrenheit if you're keeping track at home. 2% participation. No, precipitation. 100% participation from the SD Inter players who are up 2-0. Some bobbing and weaving here. Still anybody's game. You know what they say, 2-0 is a score. Some say the most dangerous score. It's absolutely ridiculous. The most dangerous score is a losing score.
I agree.
Hey, there you go. Starting to see the light. Here comes a shot from way downtown. Evan Stoll's going to look at that. Say, Papa, here's how you taught me into the hands. I don't know if Papa Stoll was a goalkeeper, taught him where he got his goalkeeper. I'm always curious how other goalkeepers become goalkeepers. It's almost like Spider-Man. Like we're all Spider-Man. Like we all had that canon event of the radioactive goalkeeping spider. Ball goes out for a throw-in. A couple of players warming up for Rebels. Looks like some of the players have the training big de adorno. Just part of the decoration. Maybe their cone budget went down. That's why they use them in the orange bibs. Great control. Good pressure. Good cutoff. Good anticipation. It's Neto, the Brazilian. Brasileiro. What a great cutoff. Great effort. And an opportunity now for Inter to control the pace a little bit, to think about the play, to think about the action, build something out. You're winning 2-0. Great communication off the back. That's the experience of Danny Struckis, who's play the midfield, play as a center back, play up top. Super utility player. Here's a shot from outside. Campanazo, flag stays down, no goal. As Rebels keeps possession of the ball close to the line. It's going to be a throw-in. We're confirming right now with our goal line technology. That's right. We don't have goal line technology. We go based off of the referees.
Yeah, but that was a great shot there by Rebels.
When
you're not making any great chances inside the box, sometimes you just got to take a shot from outside the box and just test your goalkeeper.
As they say in one of the most legendary animes, Beyblade, let it rip. Much of a Beyblade fan?
Used to watch it before school.
It's a great show. Dragoon was so cool. Back in the day. Maybe you watched later seasons.
I don't think I did. I just remember something called Pegasus.
Pegasus,
Yeah.
Pegasus. Arms get outstretched. Quixotic arms get outstretched. Good little word there, quixotic.
Never heard it before. Care to enlighten us? Give us a
Like,
definition
like
there.
pensive, just like almost like question marks. Like what? Like it's always in a quixotic, like what kind of way? Quixotic. Strong clearance there. We see Brent Zuniga. That's the strength. That's the leadership that he has. Lawyer getting into it. The referee, as you hear that positivity, that leadership, that vocal skill set that Brent Zuniga possesses. Throwing inside of the box, bounces once. Inter able to get that clearance. Not out of the danger zone. This shot's going to go ahead and bounce out for another corner kick for Rebels SC, who have grown as a team in the last couple of minutes after that second goal, that near third goal. Use that energy, that adrenaline to power them through and get a couple of good looks. One being the crossbar challenge action that we had a couple of minutes ago. Good clearance here for Rebels. Cross got stopped with the chest and then cleared out for a potential opportunity for a counterattack. Some sort of look there. That was one of the pelotazos, yeah. Clash of clans once again. No foul. Referee says play on. This ball's going to travel up and into the hands of Evan Stoll, who comes out bravely. It seems like Inter is not being able to connect with those small passes out the back. Made him successful. It looks like we're going to have another legend of the squad grace the field. The South American. Pego. That's his name on Instagram. Pego followed by a couple of numbers.
We apologize for the language in case you heard the opposing Rebels goalkeeper.
Absolutely.
Choice words there.
Yeah, we do not condone any of the words that are used from anybody, really. Not even our own sometimes. Yeah, we condone our words. We mean them.
But he was right, though. He was wide open.
Wide the heck open, as another wide open player for Rebels is now putting a cross inside of the box. Somebody's able to control that. This ball gets smacked into Brent Zuniga's tronco of a leg. Good possession here. Fighting bravely. Looking for a good cambio de juego. Potentially setting up a very good opportunity for Inter as numbers come back for Rebels. Inter thinking about it. Putting that pause. Here comes Neto. Danny. Back to Evan. Zuniga. You're going to see two substitutions, two actually classic Inter players. Pedro Pedrito Godomar in the number 6 and Sol Griffin in the 11 as here comes un cambio de juego. A flag does go up. Offsides. Internacional. Llame ya. These substitutions are brought to you in part by Colgate. Don't negate your mouth of health. Use Colgate. Official sponsors of this substitution. Sorry for what I dragged you into, Abraham. This is our expression of football here at Mission Bay High School. That's the Internacional and family. You can tell it's a family. It's a good, tight-knit group of individuals. There's soul in it. It's funny. They gave us a sticker for celebrating their 12th year anniversary that's coming up. SD Inter has survived 1904, San Diego Loyal, San Diego Albion in the professional setting, and are a staple in the community in terms of soccer. They've won it all in San Diego. They've won the UPSL. They've won the county league. They're part of various tournaments across San Diego, representing proudly. They played over at Orange County SC's fields this same season. That's some good passing here. Inter look to have that swagger back, as Kanye and Jay-Z said on Otis. Pedro Pedrito Golomar with a good header there. Here comes an opportunity. Mark Benito Cruz. That gets stopped by a defender. Looked like the arm was to the body. Mark was asking for a foul. Now it's two players that are down for Rebels. Looks like a fitness issue. 85th minute coming up. Substitutions being called on by the referee.
I hate to see injuries in this game, Tony. We have number 11 of Rebels coming on for number 10.
Maybe the substitution is going to pay dividends. Some words of encouragement from the fan base. Some clappity claps for everybody involved. It will be interesting to see how much added time is on the end of these 45 minutes. Golomar making his presence known. In that conditioning in, that legendary number 6. And Inter just doing what they want with the ball right now. Feels like they can definitely crank out one, if not two goals. Say one at least for the sands of time hit 90. You heard a connection there on Sol Griffin's leg. That's going to be a foul called. Referee was very near. Good intensity to this matchup here in the second half. Rebels FC still fighting. If they can get one back, it'll certainly make the last couple minutes very interesting. Here comes a layoff. Brand Zuniga in the air, clearing as he does, and that ball's going to travel up and out as it travels over to Belmont Park, home of the Big Dipper, the largest, oldest wooden roller coaster still in operation in the nation. Maybe world. Probably nation.
Great roller coaster.
I've never ridden on it.
Why not?
Weight limits. Here comes ST Inter. What a great ball. What an attempt, but even better positioning by the Rebels goalkeeper, who honestly hasn't had a bad match. As there's contact here, up and over. Tatsumaki Senpukyaku kick. You know, that's what, you ever play Street Fighter?
No.
Interesting. That's the end
Played
of
Injustice a little bit.
It's the end of that conversation. Oh, Injustice was good.
I liked Injustice.
Injustice was good. Superman's evil. Batman's still the good guy. Wonder Woman's evil. Somehow it works out.
They always do Superman dirty. Superman would be the nice one.
Yeah,
They never make Batman evil, okay?
Yeah, well, actually, they always kill Batman. DC loves to end Batman's life or make him
Martyr.
Yeah, one of the two. But you know what? My boy Bruce, definitely in the conversation for Mount Rushmore of superheroes for me.
I mean, if you're a billionaire, you mean, come on, it's a little bit of privilege there for me, I think.
Absolutely, but you still have to keep up the name of world's best detective. So let's not forget that.
Well, it's easy when you have a surveillance system that can look at anyone you want without their permission.
I wouldn't know how easy it is necessarily to harness that as a billionaire and have the time to do that and still be what he is, an alcoholic. Bruce Wayne having Wayne Tech and Wayne Manners at his disposal. We all know the brains is Alfred. As we know, the Alfred of ST Internacional, Coach Matt Talk is looking at his team, ready to celebrate a victory here, well-deserved. And that's going to be called a foul. Should be called a foul. Even if the ball was nowhere near, there was still contact there. Rolling into the 89th minute now. Rebels showing some heart, showing some fight. Call them Joe because they do still have some heart.
Let's just pretend like that didn't happen.
And Rebels probably want that to never happen as well. Or don't remember that happened, that last play. Sol. Griffin. Recitos de Oro. Goldilocks. Another versatile player. Sol trying to get that ball back. Referee says yes. Now that is a foul for a set piece for ST Inter. Probably one of the final and last plays of this matchup in an attempt to go 3-0 up and really show the dominance as this is going to be a heads-up play. ST Inter looking to catch Rebels flat-footed. Sol. Here comes Griffin. Blake, no relation, a shot from Mark Benito. And this is going to go into the hands of the goalkeeper. Good connection now. Brent saying his own name like a Pokemon, calling for the ball.
Who's your favorite Pokemon, Tony?
Poliwhirl. You know it's true because I was quick with it. It's Poliwhirl.
Fair enough.
Poliwhirl. My Poliwhirl impression.
When you evolve it, did you choose Politoad or Poliwrath?
I don't evolve it. It stays at Poliwhirl. And Poliwrath would be my choice because he's a heavyweight champion. If you ever watched the show, Charizard encounters a heavyweight wrestling champion, Poliwrath. It was around the time where he was barely listening to Ash for the first time after the original Kanto region. Shout out the Johto League. This throw is brought to you in part by Pokemon Johto League. Find some of your favorite Chikorita, like Pokemon, Totodile, and the fire one. Cyndaquil. I used to make a really good Cyndaquil. I'm not going to do it now because I can't. As the referee should be looking at their watch very soon, as the 90th minute has come and gone. No official signal from the electronic board of the fourth official. Guess it's a guessing game now. But Inter wanting to maintain that clean sheet. Evan Stahl unbothered right now. Cruz conduciendo, just driving that ball, using that left to try to get the cross in. It's going to be a throw-in. Excuse me, a corner kick. Corner kicks brought to you by the great people at the Euclid Avenue Food for Less. Please be kind to your local Food for Less employees, especially the one on Euclid Avenue.
Girlfriend's best friend works there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you for their service. This cross goes all the way up and out. Didn't end up as a net positive for Inter, but they'll get a throw-in out of it. The sponsors of this match have truly been a blessing, and wouldn't be here without them. Obviously, PB European Imports and Smog Express being the only two real ones.
And our favorites.
Check them out. Do you live in PB? Do you have a European car or an import?
Even if you don't live in PV.
Absolutely.
Make the drive.
If you can. Or, depending on the condition of your vehicle, get a tow truck. But make sure it's to PB European Imports. Ask for Coach Alex. I'll get you hooked up. Say, hey, you got that 2 balls in a mic discount? They'll say no. You'll still get a great deal. That can be called for obstruction. Could be. Just like I could be Beyonce, but I'm not.
No, you are not. Not even close.
I can always identify as Beyonce. Queen Bee is an ethereal. I'll just stop it there. This ain't Texas. Looking for Cruz with a long through ball. Changing the direction of this offense. Hacking at the leg. The defender itself's got the worst of it. Questions being had. How is that not a corner? And I have to agree on that one. Doing the classic leg stretch here. Teammate on teammate action. With a supervisory referee. Asking for a substitution in the 96th minute. As he gets dragged off camera. Two to 0. SC Rebels SC trying to get one back. Good defensive position, good stand, good substitutions, I believe, from Coach Palpalatok. Really changed the dynamic of this offense for ST Internacional as soon as those substitutions came on. All ball. And super advantage has been called. And this could potentially be one of, finally, or not, of the last plays of the game. It'd be fun and interesting to see some sort of counterattack if the referee allows it. He's deciding to add 13 minutes probably to this matchup. Looking for that hard run. Premeditated set piece, and that almost looked good to go in. It's going to earn Rebels a corner kick. Very interesting. Evan Stoll went flying for the picture. Good header there by Sol Griffin. And that shot's going to go ahead and go up and out. Gets good. And the referee likes to blow that whistle for the end of the game. 2-0. Este Internacional putting themselves in a good position to make the playoffs. 2-0. Este Inter over Rebels SC. This has been Tony Sanchez along with Abraham Cepeda. San Diego Punto Football forever. Check your local listings. Until next time, bye-bye.